Closer to home, families gathered in churches all around the Rochester area to celebrate the day. News Channel 8's Karen Hepp reports for Rochester worshipers, the new fallen snow only added to the day's glory.
Christians all over Rochester raise their voices, and children are being taught why.
Do any of you know what this is?
The lily trumpeting the message of hope and rebirth. Easter is a day of faith. Elizabeth is wearing a bonnet and William his best suit because their mother wants them to know Easter is about a lot more than just candy.
I think it's something they look back on with fond memories and derive some of the importance of family values.
Easter usually means spring, but most of us woke up this morning to an unexpected Easter white.
While the first buds are covered in snow, all Ralph Miller sees is a blessing.
A day of prayer and celebration, but tonight we wanted to find out if religion plays an important role in the everyday lives of area teens. The young people we talked to said in most cases seeking guidance from God may depend on the guidance they get from their parents. This is a little bit of Easter Sunday in Rochester, but how often does the church guide teens these days? Well, what 14-year-old Greg Stokesbury had to say may sound like something you might hear from your teenager.
It's kind of important, but then it kind of slides from your mind a little bit. Like when you're at school with all your friends, it's really not that big of a concern, but like when you're home with your family, it has a lot more to do, like, of feeling.
There was plenty of feeling at the Asbury First United Methodist Church today, and it's the influence of family, of parents that Greg was talking about that may play a big part in getting other teens to services like this one.
It depends on your family, I think, what your family brought you up with when you were younger, and whether or not that sticks with you through your, teen years and when you leave home.
Rachel and Sean are both 21. They say many of their friends don't hold religion or church as high priorities.
I think it crosses our minds, once in a while. It's not.
Yeah, I know a lot of people they don't go to church as much as they used to, or as much as their parents used to.
I really think the kids today, they're out there looking for a purpose. And I really feel that it's really a base that you start with when they're small.
These parishioners found their purpose today.
This is a major holiday for the Christian faith.
And Greg says whether teens think about it or not, he believes in some way religion guides us all.
The way the earth became is really religion, because God's the one that started the whole earth off, and that's just the way it is.
Now, you may have seen today's newspaper. In it, there's a story about how churches are doing more things to try and keep teens interested in religion. It's a pretty interesting article that mentioned a lot of programs in there.
It seems like it must be very tough for teenagers. They're pulled in so many different directions at that stage of their life.
Yeah, and it was kind of interesting to speak to these young people tonight. They told me in some cases it's almost like the church is competing for the teenagers' time.
Yeah, a lot of things competing for their time.
Yeah, sure, right.
Thanks, LaSalle.